Here we go, folks. Joe Duffy's picks. We are on fire this week, but it is very early in the winning streak, so hop on board now as we continue to dominate. I don't know, perhaps it is the fact that we're able to concentrate a little bit more on basketball, but 4-1 the past 2 days, but that's short-term Tro. Doesn't do us justice, though. We're 2-0 with our wise guy plays, and along the way, a very rare money line underdog of plus 170. So we just continue to win. We've got an actual free pick for tonight. We'll get to it in a moment, but we do want to tell you that it is a beautiful card for tonight. Those NBA angles, well, last night you had one of the best. It just wins decade in and decade out. Almost makes too much sense and too obvious. We will not look a gift horse in the mouth, but we go 2-1 overall to make us 4-1 the past 2 days, as we said. Today, Wednesday, January the 22nd, 6 winners. We got an NBA winner and 5 in college basketball, including the free pick we're about to give you. So 4 more beyond that in college basketball. We've got a little bit of everything that applies tonight. Some key injury information. We unlock it. We don't claim that we have inside information, this and that, and then not tell you anything. We tell you exactly what we've got. We've got some more scheduling dynamics, a nice competitor consensus, and a whole lot more at offshoreinsiders.com. Joe Duffy's picks, basically competitors consensus. Those of you who are not on the permanent money train, if we're leaning one way and then one of the half dozen or so opinions that we respect says they like that side, it puts us over the top. We pass it along as a competitor's consensus, and there truly are only maybe a half dozen or so opinions that are even in the same hemisphere as ours, and we know where to get them. Here tonight, we've got Eastern Michigan minus the 5 against Akron. EMU has played a brutal schedule. They've covered by 9 or more the last 2 games. So what do we like to say? Baptism by fire. You've heard that term for many, many years, but especially these mid-majors. They play very tough non-conference schedules. They come in a bit undervalued, and then they dominate when they play teams more at their level. Green and White started the 2013-14 MAC campaign on a tough note, having to go on the road for 3 of the first 4 contests. So not only was their non-conference schedule tough, the beginning of their conference schedule was. The Eagles were very successful, going 3-1 straight up. They're now going to reap the benefits by returning home for 3 straight games. EMU, they are playing a phenomenal defense. They're holding teams at 39.6% shooting, 5.8 points below a team's normal average. So, yep, they hold teams to nearly 6 points below their normal average. The Green and White swiping the ball 9.1 times per game, 13th most steals in the country. The holding teams to just 28.4 three-point field goal percentage, which is good for 14th in the country. And again, pretty impressive considering they did not play an easy schedule. Most impressive stat is that they're holding teams to a 36.9 field goal percentage, 4th best in the nation. And again, a mid-major team that played a pretty tough non-conference schedule, so those numbers are real. They're not deceptive numbers. EMU, in fact, already has 2 road conference wins, which is more than they had last year. Again, perceptions based on long-term, and that's why Eastern Michigan is sneaking up on teams spread-wise, sneaking up on the odds makers, I should say. Do not look for a letdown at home. The Eagles have enjoyed much success within the doors of the Convocation Center. 8-1 straight-up record. EMU has shot 47.3 from the floor, while hitting 38.6% of its shots from three-point land. Eastern Michigan, we told you how good their defense is. Well, they're putting the biscuit in the basket. They're scoring 74.2 points per contest. They're holding opponents to only 57.2. Eastern Michigan, undervalued team, EMU minus the 5. Remember, we've got 6 winners for Wednesday, and we should say at least 6 winners because we're still going to run some databases. I'm actually recording this pretty early in the morning on Wednesday, so maybe by noon Eastern time, we could add another 1 or 2. Doesn't matter. By now, your password stays active all day. Those of you who have not already made a fortune with offshoreinsiders.com, so you can check back. Your password stays active for as long as you buy it. You know, get a weekly pass. Stays active, of course, for a full week. And if you want to begin the rest of your gambling life, get at least the monthly package. Joe Duffy's picks at offshoreinsiders.com. For the few of you who haven't heard of me, been winning publicly since 1988 on the score phones, long before the internet. Score phone legend and the anchor of offshoreinsiders.com. Again, Your free pick for tonight is Eastern Michigan.